Good morning, Chris O'Toole here, editor of Breaking Travel News, reporting from the opening of Heathrow Terminal 2. There's a lot going on today and we're here to have a quick look around. We're here at the launch of Terminal 2 at London Heathrow. Perhaps you could just tell us how the launch has gone from your perspective this morning.
It's gone like clockwork, absolutely to plan. The first flight came in actually 2 minutes early. There was no queues in immigration. Passengers had their bags waiting for them when they did come through, and they just flowed through very quickly. It's exactly what we planned to do. Couldn't be more pleased. I'm really delighted for the team here who've done such a fantastic job.
A very successful launch this morning. What have you done differently since the launch of Terminal 5 a few years ago?
Well, we've learned a lot from the opening of Terminal 5. One is don't try to do too much at the same time. So we have 10% of our flights, 34 flights arriving and departing today. We also made sure we had enough time to really test drive the terminal before we opened, so we had 6 months for all the tests and trials. We didn't have that luxury with Terminal 5. I think one of the other things we've learned is that it's not just about the opening day, although that gets a lot of attention. It's about what kind of passenger experience you can deliver. And in Terminal 5, rated by passengers worldwide, the best airport terminal in the world, it now has a twin sister in Terminal 2. This now makes Heathrow a world-class airport once more.
Star Alliance, another big winner today. What sort of facilities are on offer there for them, and what do they win today?
They've got some fabulous facilities at the Star Alliance. We've got the flagship worldwide lounge for United, 2,000 square metres. That's a fantastic competitive offer for them. A lot of the other airlines have lounges. Singapore, Air Canada, Lufthansa. It's a really first-class premium offer. We also have great facilities within the terminal, of course. We thought about the different kinds of passengers coming through here, whether they're on business or families or people with reduced mobility, and we've made sure we've got something for everyone.
It's a very exciting time for you personally as well. You're stepping up to the role of Chief Executive of the whole airport very soon. Will there be any major changes under your leadership over the next few months?
Well, I want to build on what Colin Matthews, my predecessor, has achieved. And that means taking Heathrow from being one of the best airports in Europe to being one of the best airports in the world. And you'll see with Terminal 2 and Terminal 5, this is now a world-class global gateway for the UK and somewhere we can be proud of.
Congratulations, and thank you for speaking to us this morning. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Terminal 2 will eventually be home to 23 airlines, many of them from Star Alliance. Just 6,000 passengers arriving this morning on 17 flights, but the numbers will increase over the next 6 months as all the carriers move in. There are 33 retail outlets here, including the first John Lewis in an airport, and they're complemented by 17 food and beverage outlets, including a Fuller's pub serving London Pride beer. Perhaps you could tell us from a retail perspective just how it's been received and how the launch is going today.
Well, thank you for having me. The launch has gone very well today. It's been a trouble-free journey so far. From the first flight at 6 o'clock this morning arriving to a 7 o'clock this morning leaving flight to Washington, the passenger journey has been smooth, it's been uninterrupted, and we're very proud of the achievements so far today. We have worked very closely with the airlines, with the baggage handlers, with security, with all the different people, 24,000 people working here. It's like a small city being put together for opening day. From a retail point of view, we're also delighted with the brands that we've got here, and everything was open, all the stock was in place, and there were some terrific new ideas and new firsts going on at Terminal 2 today.
One of the most exciting of those is John Lewis, perhaps an anchor client, I suppose it would be called in retail. What do they bring to the experience here at the terminal?
We are delighted to have John Lewis here. We wanted them here, they wanted to be here, and I think that our passengers are really going to enjoy the experience at John Lewis. But we must remember that they are one of many retailers here, and we've got some other very exciting firsts as well. So Heston Blumenthal's restaurant called the Perfectionist Cafe, for example, will mix liquid nitrogen and ice cream paste and make a liquid nitrogen ice cream in front of your very eyes and serve it to you even for breakfast if you like. We've got 50 different free services in World Duty Free, and there are all sorts of other innovations and firsts. John Lewis is capturing the headlines quite rightly, and we're delighted that Heathrow is the first airport where John Lewis has wanted to set up shop.
You've got Ted Baker, Cat Kipton as well, both very established brands, very British as well. Is that part of a deliberate agenda here at the terminal?
It's very much so a deliberate agenda. It's a deliberate agenda because it's what our passengers are actually telling us that they want. They want to see Britain being proud of and shouting about British achievement and British success and British brands. So there are more British brands in Terminal 2 than there are in any other terminal at Heathrow, and we are very proud of that. From a retailer's point of view, it gives them the opportunity, of course, to test how much their brand can stretch overseas, and they can find who's buying their products and therefore get some international exposure and some international expansion.
Do you think this is part of a wider trend in aviation? Obviously you're competing with Gatwick and other airports here in London, but globally airports are sort of upping their game. Do you think Heathrow is now competing in that arena?
Oh, I think Heathrow has been competing in that arena for some time. It's worth remembering that Terminal 5 has been awarded for the last 5 years on the trot the world's best airport shopping. So I think Heathrow is not just playing in that arena. I hope that Heathrow is actually leading the charge, and Terminal 2 is going to be Terminal 5's twin sister. And I think that the proposition that we've got together with some great collection of brands in Terminal 2 will be equally as good.
I'm sure you've got a very busy day ahead, so thank you very much for talking to us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Should Heathrow be granted permission for a third runway, Terminal 2 will become Heathrow East as part of a much expanded offering here in London. Thank you for joining Breaking Travel News today. We've taken a quick look around Heathrow Terminal 2. The launch seems to have gone very smoothly, much to everybody here's relief. So hopefully we'll catch you next time, and thank you for watching.